Amusement is something we all look forward to when we plan a holiday. Probably this is why amusement parks always top the things to do list of every holiday itinerary. The best ride designers know that parks are all about shared experiences. Some of the ride designs are so amazing that sometimes they're hard to believe. But these rides are not always safe. Some cause accidents that result in lives lost. So, what if a pandemic has caused the parks to stop operating? We will take you along on the ride to watch the 10 most insane amusement park rides in the world. But before we get into that, don't forget to fasten your seatbelts. Number 10. Mission Space. Mission Space is controversial for being one of the most intense spaceflight simulators accessible to the public, being connected to a centrifuge similar to that used by NASA trainees. Passengers are spun, being subject to 2.5 Gs of force, twice that of gravity, in what is meant to achieve similar weightlessness to that which astronauts experience. Between the summers of 2005 and 2006, park employees had to manage 200 injuries caused by the ride, including incidents of people passing out, suffering chest pain, or even suffering from irregular heartbeats. 2 people also died during that period, the first being a 5-year-old boy who suffered from heart failure in 2005 that was brought on by a prior heart condition. The other death took place in 2006, only 10 months later, a 49-year-old woman who complained of nausea and dizziness and later died. Since then, Disney has stepped up to determine how to balance their intent for the ride with its potential to be too intense. The ride currently operates under 2 levels, Green Team and Orange Team, the former of which provides many of the same effects of the original ride, yet done so with much less force and pressure, and therefore fewer physical side effects. Orange Team is the classic ride. It goes as intense as the rider wants it to be. Number 9. X2. What can you expect from a roller coaster with the name X2? Not a lot, right? Well, how about the world's first 4th-dimensional roller coaster? If you don't know what that is, basically, while you're on the coaster, your seat is twisting and turning at the same time to give you an experience unlike any other. While the coaster is climbing hills, going through inversions, or dropping, your seat is changing directions on its own to coincide with the track in unexpected ways. Originally called X, this ride was revamped between 2007 and 2008, during which time it acquired flamethrowers. It is at Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, USA. Number 8. Formula Rossa. Opened to the public in 2010. Formula Rossa imitates the maximum speed of a Ferrari and has a train that is modeled after the car's beautiful design. When it comes to speed, no other coaster in the world can compare with Formula Rossa. While the track itself doesn't involve any inversions, the ride has become the fastest coaster in the world, clocking in at an astounding 240 miles per hour. No wonder riders are advised to wear safety goggles before strapping in. It launches riders from 0 to 150 miles per hour in 5 seconds. The track sits on a Ferrari racing course and swerves around 1.5 miles of track. The ride only lasts about 1.5 minutes, but it's one of the most heart-pounding 90 seconds you can experience on a roller coaster anywhere on the planet. You might never get to sit in a Ferrari, but this roller coaster will give you that experience for sure. Number 7. Grand Canyon Swing. You know a ride that makes you sign a waiver before you get on means business. The Giant Canyon Swing sits 1,300 feet high, overlooking Glenwood Canyon. You'll swing over the canyon at 50 miles per hour, while at the same time getting a breathtaking view of the surrounding area, if you're brave enough to open your eyes during the experience. This is a ride so scary that its own creator has reportedly only ridden it once. Oh, and don't let the word swing give you a false sense of security. You've never encountered any like it on the playground. Number 6. Itinerary. You might have heard of the expression, anything you can do, I can do better. Well, this is definitely the case with Itinerary. It is the world's second 4th dimension roller coaster, which is both faster and taller than its American counterpart. It is located in Fuji-Q Highland Park in Japan, reaching a height of nearly 250 feet and a speed of 78 miles per hour. This mechanical monster soundly beats out its predecessor. It also holds the Guinness World Record for most inversions on a roller coaster, thanks to the many times the seat turns in addition to the 3 inversions of the track itself. There are a whopping amount of 14 inversions in roughly 2 minutes. Scared yet? Wait for what we have for you in the first spot. Number 5. The Cyclone. A historic wooden coaster by the name of the Cyclone lies on the beachside of Brooklyn's Coney Island. Built in 1927, it has become synonymous with the infamous boardwalk. It has a classic throwback design with thrills that have held up surprisingly well, including an 85-foot first drop, 60-mile-per-hour speed, and 12 total drops. Since its debut on June 26, 1927, the Coney Island Cyclone has been a core fixture of the amusement district and is now Luna Park's most cherished and visited operating landmark. Cyclone reaches a maximum speed of 60 miles per hour, carries 24 passengers, and boasts a total track length of 2,640 feet. As the second steepest wooden roller coaster in the world, the Cyclone features an adrenaline-charged descent, measuring 85 feet at an uncompromising descent angle of almost 60 degrees. Exhilarating drops, curves, 27 elevation variations, and a sinuous layout have made this iconic wooden coaster a timeless classic, as it has been operating for more than 90 years now. It is the oldest one on our list too. Make sure to eat something that has sugar in it at the Coney Island Boardwalk after you enjoy the ride. Number 4. Mindbender, Fantasyland. This is the only indoor coaster on the list, with this high-speed triple-loop coaster being the largest of its kind in the world. For years, it was said to be the world's safest coaster, yet things went in the wrong direction in 1986, only one day after the inspection deemed it to be safe. It was believed that there was an issue with the final car's wheels. After it started, it began to sway after completing one of the loops, and the cart derailed from the track to strike a concrete pillar. The incident happened to occur when a concert was taking place right underneath the coaster. 3 people were killed in the crash. 19 others also experienced minor injuries and shock. Afterward, it was found that 4 bolts on one of the coaster's back wheels had come loose and caused the accident. It opened again after 6 months of inspections, and it has been running smoothly ever since. Number 3. Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance ride. This ride is the featured attraction of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at both Disneyland in California and Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida. Unlike a roller coaster or an amusement park ride that is outdoors and easily viewed from the midway, visitors at the Disney parks have no visual clues to observe Star Wars Rise of the Resistance in action and measure its intensity. That's because the attraction takes place inside an enormous show building nestled in a wooded area. It is made like that so people don't know what they are signing up for, so they can have one of the best experiences of their lives. The entire experience lasts about 17 minutes. The sheer length of the ride, which is considerably longer than the more typical 4-minute or so theme park attraction, only begins to hint at its epic scale and amazing wow factor. It is actually so amazing that it is hard to put into words. It incorporates multiple ride systems and unfolds across a series of acts to insert guests in the middle of an epic battle between good and evil. Rise of the Resistance is wildly ambitious and incredibly complex. You will feel as if you were the star of your own Star Wars movie. And with that, it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber. If you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on a future video. Number 2. This is actually a photoshopped picture, but we get the idea behind it. There was an accident on the 5th of May 2007 in Japan when a portion of a roller coaster train broke. The ride was almost over when one of the wheel axles on the train broke, causing it to lurch to the side, and a woman to die due to smashing her head into the guardrail. The coaster dragged her for 300 meters before finally coming to a stop, and 18 other riders sustained non-life-threatening injuries. Number 1. Kingda Ka. This monster is located in Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey. It is one of the scariest roller coaster rides in the world. Kingda Ka is the tallest roller coaster in the world and the fastest in North America. It was named after a rare Bengal tiger that was once held in a neighboring exhibit and later moved to the park's safari area. When it opened in 2005, Kingda Ka was the world's fastest and tallest roller coaster. The track reaches heights of 456 feet, which is over 45 stories, before sending riders hurtling down at 128 miles per hour. And the most astonishing thing is that the roller coaster reaches that speed in just 3.5 seconds. Kingda Ka is one of the most intense rides around, even though the whole experience only lasts about 50 seconds. But according to our estimate, you probably couldn't take it much longer, to be honest. It might also be the shortest roller coaster in the world too. That is our list of 10 most insane amusement rides around the world. Which one would you like to ride? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.